we'll be starting with our listening module, which is, according to me, a very easy one. But then we're starting from the very basics, that how this module basically works, like what are the types of questions that are being asked, how many sections does it have. So this listening module is basically having four sections, and each section is having 10 questions each. This whole recording is played for 30 minutes along with a transfer time. Transfer time is basically जब आपकी recording complete हो जाएगी, वो बंद हो जाएगी, उसके बाद you'll get 10 minutes extra, जो भी आपने answers note किया उसे final sheet पे transfer करने के लिए. And mind it, listening को इसलिए थोड़ा सा tough consider किया जाता है because इसकी जो recording है that is played only and only once. If you've heard it for पहली बार में आपने सुन लिया then it's okay, and if you haven't then it's gone forever. And there are 4 separate sections, and जैसे जैसे हम लोग listening जो audio चल रहा है हम उसे सुनते रहते हैं, वैसे वैसे we have to answer, like we don't have to wait to stop, we just answer it simultaneously. Moving ahead, there will be time for us to read the questions during the test time, and then we'll be given 10 seconds, 15 seconds to read the questions, and then the recording will be played, and then we have to just mark the answers. And as we move on from section 1 to section 4, the level of the difficulty will increase. Like the level 1 is easy, and then we'll move to a bit difficult one, and the last, that is the section 4, is the most toughest. And the speed also increases in the 4th section. Then what are the kind of the recordings that are being played? So basically जो recordings play की जाती हैं वो पहले 2 sections में I was just admitting people. So जो recordings play की जाती हैं वो basically पहले 2 sections, जो first 2 sections, these are on the basis of some social situations. It could be conversations between 2 speakers, or it could be a monologue as well. And जो last के 2 sections हैं उसमें कुछ something related to education or some training context is being played in those conversations. तो एक मतलब जो concept होता है वो education से related या academic interest से related concepts होते हैं, उनकी recordings जो हैं they are being played. Moving ahead, we have like what are the types of questions? Then we move on to the types of questions that are being present in that listening module. So first of all, we have the multiple choice questions. जो 40 type के questions हैं उसमें different types of questions हो सकते हैं. It could be multiple choice questions. Short answer questions includes जैसे कि 1 word answer हो सकता है. It could be 2 word answer, or it could be 3 words answer. तो वहाँ पे particularly it is being mentioned that whether you have to write 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words. If it is mentioned आपको 1 word ही लिखना है, then you have to stick to that only. अगर आप 2 words लिखोगे, then it will not be counted, and the answer is being marked as false in that case. And then it could be a sentence completion, that the fill up sort of thing. And then we could have notes, summary, flow chart, and the table completion as well. So it is being mentioned over there that you have to complete the flow chart, complete the table with the help of 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words, etc. And then we could have diagram also, the diagram labeling in the sense a certain process is given to you. For example, how does honeybee produces wax is being given to you, and then we are just given a diagram, we have some fill-ups and to fill them up. And then we have a match the following. And then see, these are the types of questions. I've already uploaded a listening practice sheet for today in the classroom. Those who have not joined, I'll be sending you the link at the end of the class, though I've also mailed all of you. So अभी शायद सुनने में ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि थोड़ा tough है, but no, it is not. Listening को easy consider किया जाता है, and easy होती भी है. And then we have the band descriptors. So listening के जो module है उसके bands होते हैं. Like as I told you in the starting that we have 40 questions, right? So if someone scores between 39 to 40, then they get band 9. Then 37, 38, 8.5, 35 to 36, 8, and then it gradually decreases like that. And usually अगर मैं एक general से range की बात करूँ, then people are able to, you know, score between 7 to 8.5 in listening, which is like easy task. So it is not big deal to get 8.5 or 8 in listening because it is like considered generally easier part. Okay, so this was the basic format of listening, which I have to explain. Like, this is the test format, and then the types of questions that are being asked, and what are the kind of situations that are being given in those questions. So now we have a very short activity, which is that you all are having your notebooks and a pen along with you. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Banita is saying yes. Nandini is also saying yes. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we'll be having a short dictation sort of a thing. I have 10 words. I'll be pronouncing all those 10 words. I'll be repeating each word 2 times only. You have to write the spellings in your notebooks, and at the end I'll be displaying a slide. You check it that how many were correct and how many were wrong, and then we'll check it in the comment section that how much you've scored out of 10. Is it okay with everyone? Please tell me in the comment section that everyone is ready to start with the dictation activity that which we are going to do today. Okay, so the first word is confirmation. 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 Okay, our next word is manuscript. Manuscript. For those who have just entered, I would let you know that we are having a small activity where I'm pronouncing few words. You just have to jot down the spellings of those words in your notebooks. These are total 10 words. We'll be checking at the end that how many words out of 10 you've got correct. So the second word is manuscript. Third, nutrients. Nutrients. Fourth word, predators or predators. 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 Fifth word, recommendation. Recommendation. Sixth word is sustainable. If anyone wants me to repeat any word, you can let me know. You can switch on your mic and then let me know if you have skipped any word. Fifth word is recommendation.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the first 3 words?
First 3 words. Okay. So the first word was confirmation. Second was manuscript. Third was nutrients. Fourth, predators. Fifth, recommendation. Moving ahead to the sixth word, which is sustainable.
Ma'am, so sorry to interrupt, but could you give like a brief introduction or summary? Actually, I have joined late.
Okay, okay. May I know your name, please?
Ma'am, it's Kanika.
Okay. Kanika, what we're doing is we're just doing a small activity where I'm pronouncing 10 words. You have to jot down the spellings of those words in your notebooks. I'll be pronouncing each word twice. And at the end of it, we'll be checking that how many words out of 10 you've got correct in the comment section. So I've already reached
Okay,
to the
ma'am.
6th word now.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So the 6th word is sustainable. 7th, employs. Employs. 8th word, policies. Policies. 9th word, statistics. Statistics. Okay, so the Nandini is asking me that what I actually meant. So I meant the other word, the second one, employees. Okay, so the 8th word is policies, 9th word is statistics, and the last word is evaluate. Evaluate. So if you all are done with your 10 words, comment down in the comment section that you all are done. Then I'll be displaying the answers. Okay, great. So we have this slide which shows the answers, which shows the spellings of all the 10 words that you've written. I want you to analyze them and let me know in the comment section that how you know how much you've scored out of 10. You have few minutes, just check it and let me know. Okay, so great. We have some great scores. So Nandini is saying, yeah, it's very easy. I know I've taken very easy words for the very first session of it. That's great, Nandini. You've got 10 on 10. Mehak has also got 10 on 10. Okay. Kanika said attempted last 5 and scored full. Kanika, please try to be punctual from tomorrow. Actually, we start at exact 7. So please try to be on time. Indrajit is saying 8. Which 2 words were wrong, Indrajit?
Ma'am, manuscript and predators.
Okay. Himanshi is saying 9 on 10. Fatima is saying 10. Oh man, I have some great students who scored 10 on 10, 9 on 10, 8 on 10. Perfect. Okay then. So this was it. I just wanted to add these words so that you are like, I just wanted to, add words like recommendation. People usually get confused that whether it will have double M, double C, and the words like statistics, employees. So that's great. You all have scored good. So see, I've explained you where the listening module basically revolves, like what kind of questions we'll have. And I've even told you that the first section of it is the easiest one. So I have this small activity for you. It consists of from question 1 to question 5. So this is like the real-time IELTS test, how it actually happens. I'm going to play an audio. Please listen to it carefully because as I told you, it will only be played once. So I'll not be able to repeat it again. Listen to it carefully and try to answer all these 5 questions in your notebooks. And then at the end of it, we'll check that how many out of 5 you've got correct. And don't worry if you'll not be able to answer. It's the very first session, so not a big deal. So tell me in the comment section, shall I play the recording? Okay, Shani saying yes. Okay, let's start then. Listen to it carefully, please.
Okay, Isha, I think the audio is not audible to everyone.
Sorry,
It's not playing.
the
The
audio
audio
is
is
not.
not playing. No.
It is not playing.
Yeah. Look at the volume or something.
Volume is like okay, okay.
No, ma'am, it's not audible at all.
Okay, then the only see because it is audible to me. Then the only option is that what we can do is I have uploaded the same audio in the classroom. They can go to the classroom, listen to it from there. What you suggest?
No. Wait. What do you? There would be an option near your screen share, right?
Yes, you have
Isha?
to choose share sound option along with the audible
Yep.
audio. Then it will be easy.
Vidhi, can you please repeat?
When you are sharing the sound, right? When you are sharing
Yeah,
the screen, stop sharing the screen first.
yeah.
Stop sharing first.
Okay, stop sharing first.
Yes.
Yeah, I've stopped
Now
sharing.
share screen. Now again do the share screen. In the left hand side corner, bottom side, there will be option of share sound. So you have to click that.
Share
No?
sound. I didn't found it. There are some audio settings. It's share screen.
Okay. How about give me a second? I'll move to a silent room and play the audio on my device, and all of you can hear it or not. Let's experiment that. Because if all of you, I don't think all of you are in the Zoom Google Classroom, right? So just a second, okay? Wait.
If this is not happening, we can even move on to the next section. Like we can practice it later also. If we are able to do it, then that's okay. Otherwise, I have other work also planned. Not a big deal.
Okay, Isha, just give me a second. I will move to a silent room, and if that's possible, we'll do it, or just we'll do it in the
Actually,
last.
you're
Or
not
skip
audible
it
to
for
me,
now.
Rushiraj. I am not able to hear you clearly.
Ma'am, I guess all we have joined that Google Classroom, so we can get the audio from there. And those who haven't joined, they can join.
I have got the option of share sound.
Bravo.
Yes, Himanshi, you also, you're right. Let me try this one once again. Like I have found the option. If still it is not audible, then we'll hop on to the Google Classroom option or the otherwise the one Rushiraj is saying. Okay. So shall I play the recording?
Now, if it is possible, then you can play. If it is feasible.
Yeah, let's try. Let's try.
Yeah, give it.
2. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Section 1. You will hear a man called Matt inquiring about renting a holiday cottage. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first. Hello,
Oh, hello. I'm interested in renting one of your holiday cottages. I'm afraid I don't know your name.
I'm Alison. My husband Jonathan and I are the joint owners.
Good. My name's Matt Harmon.
Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I'm interested in renting one of your holiday cottages. I'm afraid I don't know your name.
I'm Alison. My husband Jonathan and I are the joint owners.
Good. My name's Matt Harmon.
How can I help you, Matt?
Some friends of ours have recommended your cottages to us. They stayed in one of them last summer, and my wife and I would like to come. Could you tell me something about them? They're part of a barn, aren't they?
Yes, they're on a farm, surrounded by countryside, and it's very peaceful. We've converted the barn into 2 cottages, which are both the same, and everything's on the ground floor. The living room is quite big, with comfortable armchairs and a sofa, dining table, TV, and Wi-Fi.
Okay.
The kitchen is part of the living room. It's very well equipped, including an electric cooker, fridge freezer, and microwave.
And is there a dishwasher?
I'm afraid not, as there isn't quite enough space for one.
Well, I'm sure we can manage without one. After all, it's only for a week.
And there's a double bedroom and a twin, both with plenty of storage space.
What about the bathroom? Does it have a shower?
Yes, a walk-in shower and a bath.
Excellent.
Let me tell you about the outside area. From the living room, there are glass doors leading out onto the patio, which is great for eating outdoors when the weather's fine. It has a table with a sunshade and 4 chairs, and catches a lot of sun.
Is there a garden as well?
Yes, each cottage has its own private garden. It's very pretty, and there's enough space for children to play. There's also a pond in the garden with fish and water lilies, so of course young children need to be supervised in case they fall in. And beyond the garden there are fields and a small wood, though you can't get into them directly from the garden.
That sounds very nice.
The cottage is on a bit of a hill, and you can see a long way in one direction. We're quite close to the river, and although that's just out of sight, from the bedrooms the marina is visible. It's a very attractive view. There's a restaurant there, which is useful if you don't feel like cooking.
That's handy. We might try it.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation,
Okay, so this was the end of the conversation where we have to listen to the audio and answer to these first 5 questions, which is the section A. So this was the easiest section as of now. So I would like to know that how many of you found it easier? How many of you found it that no, it was very tough, you were not able to understand the... Okay, Nandini is saying, can we hear it once more? Okay, we can hear it. How many of you want to hear it once again? Please let me know in the comment section. If you really want to hear it once again, then we can play it once more. Were you able to mark your answers? I wanted to. Okay, Mehak is also saying that. Okay, Kanika is also saying. Okay, let's. Great. Nishk is raising his hand. Yes, Nishk, what do you want to say? You can switch on your mic.
No, I just was saying that, yeah, I was just wanted to hear the audio again.
Okay. All right, Nishk. We'll just play it once again then.
conversation. Test 2. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Section 1. You will hear a man called Matt inquiring about renting a holiday cottage. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I'm interested in renting one of your holiday cottages. I'm afraid I don't know your name.
I'm Alison. My husband Jonathan and I are the joint owners.
Good. My name's Matt Harmon.
Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I'm interested in renting one of your holiday cottages. I'm afraid I don't know your name.
I'm Alison. My husband Jonathan and I are the joint owners.
Good. My name's Matt Harmon.
How can I help you, Matt?
Some friends of ours have recommended your cottages to us. They stayed in one of them last summer, and my wife and I would like to come. Could you tell me something about them? They're part of a barn, aren't they?
Yes, they're on a farm, surrounded by countryside, and it's very peaceful. We've converted the barn into 2 cottages, which are both the same, and everything's on the ground floor. The living room is quite big, with comfortable armchairs and a sofa, dining table, TV and Wi-Fi.
Okay.
The kitchen is part of the living room. It's very well equipped, including an electric cooker, fridge freezer and microwave.
And is there a dishwasher?
I'm afraid not, as there isn't quite enough space for one.
Well, I'm sure we can manage without one. After all, it's only for a week.
And there's a double bedroom and a twin, both with plenty of storage space.
What about the bathroom? Does it have a shower?
Yes, a walk-in shower and a bath.
Excellent.
Let me tell you about the outside area. From the living room, there are glass doors leading out onto the patio, which is great for eating outdoors when the weather's fine. It has a table with a sunshade and 4 chairs, and catches a lot of sun.
Is there a garden as well?
Yes, each cottage has its own private garden. It's very pretty, and there's enough space for children to play. There's also a pond in the garden with fish and water lilies, so of course young children need to be supervised in case they fall in. And beyond the garden there are fields and a small wood, though you can't get into them directly from the garden.
That sounds very nice.
The cottage is on a bit of a hill, and you can see a long way in one direction. We're quite close to the river, and although that's just out of sight, from the bedrooms the marina is visible. It's a very attractive view. There's a restaurant there, which is useful if you don't feel like cooking.
That's handy. We might try it.
Before you hear the rest...
Okay, so now I would like to know that you were able to do it now or not? Like, you still found it difficult? Was there some glitch in the voice? Maybe it was not that loud, due to which you were not able to hear it that clearly. Why it is always in the second hearing things get more clear? Oh, because we get used to it. See, for the very first time when you were listening, you didn't had any idea what she's going to say. But when for the second time you were listening, you had a reflection in your mind that yes, she's going to hop onto this. You had a certain idea in your mind कि अब वो ऐसा बोलने वाली, अब इसका answer आने वाला. That's why the second time is always easier. Yes, we were able to do now. Okay, Kanika, that's great. Nandini, it's okay. With practice, we can excel in anything. We can excel everything with practice. Audio was not available second time, but it was not available. I didn't understood you, Himanshi. Okay, so let's move on to the answers. Shall we move on to the answers, or anyone wants to ask anything? You can even switch on your mics and then ask me. In the first, I was able to make it 3 by 5. How can you say you correct?
I would like to interrupt here. I want to say that in the second time the audio was not available, means the audio was not audible to me. Audio
Okay, it was not.
needs.
Okay. I don't know, but it was. It's okay. Manshi. We have this same audio, the same complete test. In fact, from question 1 to question number 40, I've already uploaded in the classroom, so you can practice it definitely from there. Okay. And I'm really sorry for all these technical glitches, but then everything is online. We have to bear with it. Okay, so let's move on to the answers. Okay, so please check your answers and let me know how much you've scored.
Four.
Okay.
Four,
Nandini got all 5 correct. Great. So which one was incorrect? Kanika is saying 3, Ishani again 3, Nishk 5.
Spelling of home.
Third one.
Third one is
I have written.
Okay,
Yeah, I have written CTIO instead of PATIO.
Okay, this word is basically patio. This is pronounced as patio. So I knew that the third word will be creating some issues. That's why I've placed a picture also to explain you what a patio is. So patio is basically, अगर मैं हिंदी में बताऊँ तो veranda sort of thing कि जो घर के सामने like people sit there and enjoy their tea evening time. That is patio, which is like a very typical English word that is being used for it. But then it's great if few people have scored 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, even what is patio? So Shubhangi is asking that. Shubhangi, I've already told you. See, it's a veranda sort of a thing. Vanita is saying 5. Great. Who's saying 1? Shubhangi is saying 1. Shubhangi, it's okay if it's 1. We'll practice. We'll make it 5 on 5. Don't worry. You can even listen to it again. Try to attempt it once again with the help of that Google Classroom. Okay. So 1 is wrong. Okay, Shubhangi is saying 4 on 5. Okay, 1 is wrong. Great, Shubhangi, great. Okay, please answer in the... So, Kanika is raising hand. Yes, Kanika?
No, actually by mistake.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so this was the basic listening session that I had, in my mind today, that I just want to make you clear that what basically happens. And we have different kinds of accents in the listening module. It is not there that they are going to speak in British accent, American accent, or the whatever. We have different kinds of accents, so we need to learn. And many people even ask me that how to improve examination. Okay. So what I was just reading the comments. I'm saying that different kinds of accents will be present in your listening module. We need to switch on to we need to adapt to these different accents so that we are able to get our answers right. So I would like to ask that how many of you have already given IELTS once? Like you're particularly familiar with how it happens and you're like good to go. You are on the advanced level and you just need practice. How many of you are in that category? Aditi Bhardwaj. Okay. Aditi, may I know your listening score when you gave the IELTS?
7.5.
That's great. So now you're looking for 8 or 8.5 or completely 9?
Completely 9.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And what about your speaking score?
It was 6.5.
Okay. So Aditi, see, you are already familiar with the IELTS pattern, right? You're already familiar. You already had your speaking. So see, yesterday also I told you that we'll be having a short activity. I just gave you a small homework about describing yourself, right? So Aditi, can you describe yourself? Can you please switch on your screen and then describe yourself? Is that possible?
Switching on my screen will just show your PPT.
Okay, okay. Then I'll just stop sharing it and then you can switch it on. Okay. Where are you, Aditi?
Only the host can share the screen.
You are not able to share your screen?
No.
I don't know then. Okay, now you can share it. Yes, Aditi. So you just have to describe yourself. You have to tell about yourself in just 35 to 40 seconds or like whatever you feel like. And someone else also, please be ready. I'll be asking someone who's ready, who wants to tell. I welcome you then. After Aditi. Hi. You need to unmute yourself. Dear, you need to unmute.
Yeah, I was speaking on mute.
Yeah, now you can start.
So as you already know my name, my full name is Aditi Bharadwaj. And if I talk about my educational background, I have pursued my BSc IT Honours from SD College Lahore, Ambala, Kent. And if I talk about my skills, I'm confident in stage handling and good in communications departments. Moreover, if I talk about my keen of interest, I love reading books a lot. Thank you.
That's great. That's great, Aditi. Okay. So Aditi has described, okay, I'll be telling few demerits about it later. But first of all, I want someone else also to describe. Who'll be confident enough to come and to describe? I don't think so that you should be shy. Come on, we are here to interact, to talk. Who else is going to speak now? Rushiraj, would you like to give? Okay, Nishk is here. Nishk, come on. You can, after Nishk, Rushiraj, please you need to describe yourself. Nishk, you may start.
Okay, so unfortunately my camera is not working right now. So this will be like a blind thing only. My name is Nishkadyan as it is here. I am studying in class 11th and I am not in any school. I have a love for sports. My favorite sport is actually football, but I'm a sportsman in shooting. I bagged the national gold in 2019 10-meter air rifleman. And I love watching movies. MCU. Thank you.
Okay, great, Nishk. You are a, incredible sports person. Okay, moving on to Rushiraj. Rushiraj, can you please describe yourself in that basic IELTS pattern? Which should be like 9 on 9. You're going to set a pattern for everyone.
That would be tough. Can everyone hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So, hello, I'm Rushiraj Mukesh Gadvi, and that's my full name. I come from west side of India, which is Gujarat, and I live in automobile capital of Gujarat city, which is known as Rajkot. I do not like sports, and I condemn it very much. I study in Australia in Griffith University. Also, in addition to all the other information provided,
Your mic is off, Rushiraj. You've muted yourself.
No, yes, that happened because of a glitch. Okay, so in addition to that, I am a peer-assisted learning advisor at my university, and I love education and educating people, collecting data, and finding out a good algorithm out of it. And that's me.
That's
sorry
great.
for the mic. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, all right. So we have heard of 3 introductions from Rushiraj, from Nishk, and from Aditi. See, अगर मैं टिपिकल हिंदी में बोलूं तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता कि आपको ऐसा ही बोलना है या वैसा ही बोलना है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. बट देन एक पर्टिकुलर सेट होता है, करिकुलम नहीं, एक पर्टिकुलर सेट होता है कि हाँ, अगर आप इन फॉर्मेट में इस पॉइंट्स को ऐसे एग्जैजरेट करके बोलोगे तो इट विल हैव अ मोर इम्पैक्ट ऑन whomsoever is listening to you. It is not just about IELTS interview, it could be any other interview or your normal conversation as well. Okay, Himanshi is raising hand. Yes, Himanshi?
Ma'am, I would like to give a chance to myself to present.
Yes,
A
Himanshi,
sort of introduction.
sure, I'll give you a chance. I just want to show my PPT and just give the basic points, and then I want you to introduce yourself, okay?
Thank
Or you want to
ma'am.
do it before?
No, it's okay, but this was just a small introduction. I just
Okay,
wanted
okay.
to,
Go ahead, go ahead. We would love to hear you. We would love to hear you. Go ahead, Himanshi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm putting my camera on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So, a very good evening to everybody. My name is Himanshi Saini, and I am pursuing the last semester of my bachelor's in education. I came here on this platform to sharpen my skills in order to excel in this examination, which will help me arriving on some platform which I seek as a good pursuit of acquiring my higher education. And my field of interest are music, education, communicating with a lot of peoples, and that's me. Thank you.
That's great. That's great, Himanshi. Okay. So anyone else who would just love to come and introduce? I am open to it. Shall I take the name then? Okay, let me show my screen first. Let me give you some basic pointers, and then after that, I'll tell you to introduce, okay? And I'm again repeating कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि यही सब होना चाहिए. It's just that it's like a basic setup कि अगर ऐसा हो तो चीजें ज़्यादा planned लगती हैं. Okay, so let's start. जो IELTS होता है, IELTS का इंटरव्यू, उसमें ऐसा बोला जाता है that you don't have to say good afternoon or good morning. You just start with a very simple hello or hi, followed by your name. So it could be I am Isha. And avoid saying my name is Isha, but then it's not wrong. It's just that you should avoid saying it. Moving ahead to the next line, which should be about your hometown or the place where you are currently residing. See, there's a difference between your hometown. Your hometown could be the place where you are currently residing, or it could be different from that also. Like, I'm currently residing in Chandigarh, but my hometown is not Chandigarh, right? So it depends. So if wherever you're currently living, if I have to tell about myself, I'll say that I stay in Chandigarh, which is the northern part of my country, India, which is the northern part, and it touches 2 states, which is Haryana and Punjab. So like Rushiraj told about his Gujarat. So it is basically a line where you're depicting that from where you belong. Moving ahead, the next point should be about your current study, what you are pursuing right now. Like Himanshi told that she's currently pursuing her Bachelor's of Education. And Rushiraj told that he's studying currently in Griffith University, Australia. So and on the other hand, if you're not studying, if you're working, then you need to tell where you are working. So if you're working as a manager, if you're working as a doctor, or likewise, or you have your own business, then you need to mention that. Moving ahead, you need to tell something about your family. It could be, I live in a nuclear family, I live in a joint family, I have a family of 5 members, or I live with my grandparents, anything, something about your family is to be added. And the last point where everything revolves, where the examiner gets to know more about you. See, the question which is describe yourself is why it is asked. What is the reason behind asking this question? This question is being asked so that the examiner gets to know you. He gets to have an idea what he has to ask you further. The examiner can plot the questions. If you are going to say that these are my hobbies, if for example I say that I love teaching, then the examiner is having this mindset, okay, Isha loves teaching, he is going to revolve my interview somewhere around that, or from the around other hobbies that I've told him, or I like content creating, or whatever I like. So hobbies should be included. And please don't tell fake hobbies, because then the examiner is going to ask the question, and then if you say that you like reading books and the examiner is asking what kind of books and you don't know the name of the books, then it is going to have negative impact on the examiner. 2 participants are raising hands. I am not able to see right now. Anyhow, so I'll just explain it once again. Let's have a basic mindset. First of all, we start with a hello or a hi. This is about IELTS. If you're giving some other interview, then you can go with good morning or good evening or good afternoon. Moving ahead to your name. My name is Isha. I am from Chandigarh, which is in the northern part of my country, India. What are you currently studying? I'm currently studying Masters of Teaching from Charles Darwin University, Australia. About my family, I live in a nuclear family. What are my hobbies? I like to teach. I love to teach, and I like to create content for my YouTube channel. So these are my hobbies, and followed by a small thank you. And if the session has to continue, then definitely you don't have to say thank you. So these were the basic pointers which should be included when you're describing yourself. So now I'll just stop sharing my screen. Anyone wants to ask me anything from all these pointers? You can switch on your mic or type in the chat box. Not a big thing. We don't have anything in the chat box right now. Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Okay, Isha, I was raising my hand.
Yes.
Just a quick bit on your PPT, where you said something about do not tell your instructor that you like books. You like to read a lot of books. If every one of you noticed that I said I do not like sports and I condemn it.
Yes.
So that's one real thing, and that would be a bold move if you're in a.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Yes, that you don't
they
have to
could
tell
ask you why do they could ask you why do you not like sports, and if not sports, then what do you like?
Yes.
So if you're talking more like in the first section of this, if you're talking more boldly and about something which you already know, you will gain a lot of marks over there.
You will be what? Sorry?
You'll get a lot of marking over there. Bands.
Oh.
Positive marking.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, that I don't believe that if you're telling about yourself, then you need to tell those things which you don't really do. Why will I say that I like playing football when I really don't do it? What if she asks me the rules about the football and I don't know them? Right? So that was my basic point, that you can definitely include the things which you don't like. If you don't like to be a good orator, if you're a shy person, you don't like to be an extrovert, you don't like to be an introvert, then that's completely okay. That is what is describing you. You can tell that, but I'm just saying that don't tell the fake things which you don't have the in-depth knowledge about, which you don't do. You say you like cooking and then you even don't know how to cook, how to make tea, then that's of no point. Anyhow, so
ma'am, just wait. But is it necessary that we should give a negative sort of impact on the interviewer? Sorry, like the sir said, he doesn't like sports. Why would an interview be keen to know what a person sitting next to him does not like? I mean, why disinterested?
I'll tell you how. It completely depends on the perspective of a person. See, I'm a person who would like to tell what I like. And then Rushiraj is the person who would like to tell that what he doesn't like. So it completely varies from person to person, that how you describe your perspective. If your perspective is going with the things that you like, then you go with it. And if your perspective says that you want to discuss about things, if you don't like business and you've mentioned it, that means you are giving that examiner a hint that please don't ask me anything about that. I don't have the knowledge, or I don't like it. It's just about describing. It is not going to impact in the negative way. This is what I feel. If someone wants to add, then definitely can. Okay. So, Rushiraj, would you like to add something to it?
Yes, as you said, since the examiner has asked you that who are you, or tell me something about yourself, yes, you get to choose the points which you want to tell them. And as I said, it's a bold move. Like if you're going that way, if you're going to tell them about your hobby, if you're going to tell them what you not like, The main thing behind that, you should be able to keep it up. If I say I don't like sports, I should be able. They're 100%. If you're going to say something like that, there will be a follow-up question that why do you not like sports?
Yes.
And that's when the real trouble begins. If I did it to just make a bold impression, because I read it from a forum online that do this or do that, then I won't be able to support it. And that's when we start, and that's where it go down. So you, in systematic IELTS manner, you did not achieve your task. You tried to go the other way.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, you get to choose what you want to say.
Yeah.
When
Whatever
they
you're
ask
saying, you need to be 100% confident about it. You should be able to prove it, that if you're saying you're right and you're confident about it. Okay, so we have last 5 minutes. Now, shall I just choose some names to give the basic intro? Is everyone ready for it? And shall I start? Or someone wants to come up? Is there someone who wants to come up and describe? Come on, we are here to discuss. You don't need to be shy. You don't need to be underconfident. It's okay. Everyone is learning. Do we have someone in the comment section? No. Okay. So let's say, Rajwinder, please describe yourself.
Hey, I'm Rajvinder Kaur, and I have just completed my master's in the biochemistry and further looking forward for a job. So I think I really need to knuckle down. Basically, I'm from Mohali. I think that's it. I think I haven't prepared much.
Okay. No, it's not about preparing. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Let's move to Banita. Banita, would you like to describe yourself? Rajwinder, you've missed on your hobbies. After Banita, I'll come to you about your hobbies.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Banita, are you able to hear me? Okay. Let's move to Ishani then. Ishani, please introduce yourself. See, the participants are decreasing as I'm just, taking out the random names and people are leaving the meeting. It's okay. Ishani, can I have you? Okay. Okay.
If not Ishani, how about Fatima? You do it.
Hello.
Yes, Fatima.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, I'm Fatima. I come here from the west side of India, that is Gujarat, Rajkot. And recently I'm pursuing Bachelor's of Space Design from Ahmedabad. I live in a nuclear family and my hobbies are reading books, painting, sketching and all that. Thank you.
That's great, Fatima. Okay, let's move to Banita then. Banita. Yes, Banita, I would love to hear you. Why you left the meeting?
Because on my laptop, I'm not able to unmute myself. So that's why I moved towards the phone.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I like your confidence that you really wanted to speak. That's why you've joined from your phone. Go ahead. I would love to listen to you.
Firstly, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Vanita Chaudhary. I'm from Himachal Pradesh, district Hamirpur, which is the smallest and beautiful city of Himachal Pradesh. And if talk about my qualification, I have completed Bachelor of Science in Nursing in 2017. And after that, I did job in a private hospital as a staff nurse. And my hobbies are cooking as well as along with the kitchen gardening. And I also love to read books. And if talk about my family, I live in a nuclear family where we are 6 members in my family.
Great. And what about your hobbies?
My hobbies are cooking, kitchen gardening, I listen to music as well as the reading books.
Okay, Benita, that's great. Okay, so we'll have the last describe yourself from a person who will be able to switch on the screen and then describe. The last one for the day. Who would like to do that? Aman, would you be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay, great, great. Please switch on your screen and then describe yourself.
Hi, I'm Aman. I'm from Haryana and I'm currently studying Chandigarh B.Ed final year. And I'm a sports person. I live in joint family and I would like to write quotes and shairis. And sports play a very important role in my whole life. Thank you.
That's great. That's great. Okay, thank you so much, Aman, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do today is that if anyone wants to add any feedback about today's session that should be included or that should be removed from the class or anything that you want to ask or you want to tell, you want to add, we are open to suggestions. I would love to hear it either in the comments section or you can switch on your mic, switch on your screen. We are here to listen to you. Nandini is saying today's session was quite engaging, enjoyed it. Rajwinder, peoples, yeah, it's people, it's not peoples. So I remember someone said peoples. So peoples is no word, people. Great class, very engaging. Thank you so much, Kanika. And see, I would just love to say that please, if you are serious enough, just go on to your Google Classroom. I have uploaded the listening module from question 1 to question 40, which include all the sections. Please try to do it. And tomorrow I'm going to ask that how much you were able to score. Like those who are the beginners, if you are able to score 30 above, that's great. That's perfect. And even if you're not able to, then I'm there to help you out. Don't worry. And that's it. That's it. Good evening. Have a great evening. That's it. See you all tomorrow. It's okay, Aditi. You don't have to mind. You don't have to think that much. It's okay. With time, you'll get that confidence that you will be able to switch on your camera. I assure you that thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm just ending the meeting. We'll see you all tomorrow. Please practice that listening module.